All right, guys, today we have to do conditional statements. Conditional statements are if-then statements. For example, if Mr. Porter likes Chips Ahoy, then he likes cookies. If this, then that. If Mr. Porter likes geometry, then he likes math. So the one I got up for you, if my friend Al is from Dallas, then he loves the Cowboys. So this is a conditional statement, if-then. Now from this conditional statement, you have to know 4 different types of statements you have to build. So you got to learn 4 things today. The first one is called the converse. So what the converse does is it flips the order. Notice how from Dallas is first, loves the Cowboys is second. The converse changes that order. So it is if Al loves the Cowboys, so the Cowboy loves the Cowboys was second, now it's first, then he is from Dallas is now the second part. So you have to get this down. A conditional statement's if-then. The converse of a conditional statement, the converse changes the order. So it was from Dallas, then loves the Cowboys, but now it's loves the Cowboys, then he is from Dallas. So converse changes the order. All right, that's the first of the 4 that you got to know, converse. Let's do the second. All right, it's called the inverse. Now the inverse will leave the order the same. From Dallas will be first, loves the Cowboys will be second. But it brings in the negative. So what that means if Al is not from Dallas. So inverse changes the meaning. If Al is not from Dallas, then he does not love the Cowboys. So inverse keeps the order the same, but it just changes the meaning. So from Dallas is still first, loves the Cowboys is still second, but it brings in the opposite meaning for each part. So not from Dallas, does not love the Cowboys. So converse just changes the order, inverse changes the meaning. So that's the second of the 4 that you got to get down today. Converse, then inverse. All right, let's do the third one. It's a big, huge word, contrapositive. So massive word, contrapositive. It's a combination of the converse and the inverse. It does both. It changes the order and it brings in the nots to change the meanings. So Cowboys is going to be the first part. So if Al is not, if Al does not love the Cowboys. So second part comes first. If Al does not love the Cowboys, then he is not from Dallas. So what the contrapositive does is it brings in the opposite meaning to each part and it changes the order. So Cowboys was second, now it's first. Dallas was first, now it's second, and they have the opposite meanings. So converse, inverse, contrapositive. So contrapositive is the third of the 4 that you've got to learn today. All right, let's do the fourth one. Fourth one is called biconditional. And anytime you're asked to put in a biconditional statement, you have to bring in this expression, if and only if. So in order to be biconditional, it has to have this expression. So we're going to take our conditional statement and we're going to have to lose the if. We're going to have to lose the then. We're going to have to kind of rearrange some stuff and bring in this part, if and only if. So you've got to play with this statement and bring in the words if and only if to make it biconditional. So an example of that would be, Al loves the Cowboys if and only if he is from Dallas. So an example of biconditional, our man Al loves the Cowboys if and only if he is from Dallas. So biconditional gets rid of if, gets rid of then, brings in the expression if and only if. So you have 4 statements that you've got to be able to make happen. You got to work converse, inverse, contrapositive, biconditional, and you got to know the rules for all 4 of them. Okay, conditional statements, 4 different parts.